right, let's do it. Let's go live here. Let's go live. See, hopefully it'll push on my face here. All right, let's do it. So welcome everyone. It's American English with this guy. Looks like the Netherlands is in the house. What's up, Nathalie? So if this is your first time here, I don't see any new names, but if this is your first time here, for about the next 45 minutes, I will answer your questions about American culture, learning English, things like that. Poland's in the house. Ivana, Luke are here. Elena, what is going on? A lot of familiar faces. Hopefully the audio, all that stuff is good. I'm sure somebody will let me know. Elena says, may this stream begin. Let's do it. Let's do it. Eugene the Machine is here from Ukraine. Hamity, Luke, Dr. Luke. Dr. Luke from Poland. How are you, sir? How are you, good doctor? William is here. Welcome. Thank you, Elena. She says that the audio is perfect. Good. So I think the first question I saw was from Zoe. And she said she recently learned Maine, my state. If you're not familiar with where I'm from in the U.S., I'm from the northeast part of the United States. My state actually borders Canada. It was snowing out earlier. None of it stuck to the ground, but it was snowing out. And it melted once it hit the ground. The snow melted once it hit the ground. But we are known for our lobster. In fact, if you go to McDonald's, everyone knows McDonald's, right? Good American food there. So there is a, just got an email thinking I have a meeting. I have a meeting tomorrow at this time, but not today. There's a good chance that if you go to McDonald's during the summer, you can actually get a lobster roll. It's a sandwich made with lobster at McDonald's. It's like $15, $20. So Arroni says that it's healthy food. But of course, Americans have to make healthy food unhealthy. And we usually mix lobster with mayonnaise or butter. Lots and lots of butter. Melted butter. We take the lobster, dip it in, eat it, clog our arteries. That's the things that take blood away from the heart, the arteries. Yeah. So, yeah, but Maine lobster can be very expensive in the U.S. I've heard that a lot of it gets, what's the word? Exported. It gets exported to Japan. I don't know if Miho is here, but a lot of our lobster stays in the U.S., but some of it gets exported to Japan, and it goes for a lot of money. A lot of money in Japan. Jamie, my wife is in here. Welcome, Jamie. Just saw her a minute ago. We live together. I love to eat McDonald's French fries with their chocolate shake. So yummy. Yeah, Jamie will take the French fries, dip it in the chocolate shake, and eat it. Very healthy. Very healthy. Zobeda is mentioning our friend from Alabama, where we used to live. We went to college. She's our age, and she passed away this weekend from cancer. So she has a 16-year-old daughter. So not fun, not good times. Fabio is here from Italy. I have about 45 minutes here on this live, and then I need to get ready for my first lesson, il mio primo lezione, with an Italian tutor. I'm a little nervous, but I am using italki. If anybody wants to use that, if you want to take your English to the next level, there's a link there. You can check it out, and then once you make your first purchase, because of that link, I'll get some money, you get some money, in credits when you sign up for your first lesson. And I did that with another YouTuber. They had a deal with italki, and I signed up through them. So once my first lesson is done, I get about $10 in credits for my next lesson. So you can check that out if you would like. It's a good deal. If you want an English tutor, which I do want an Italian tutor because my Italian is so bad. I need to pay someone to listen to me. I really do. At one point, or at some point, Aroni and we will talk in Italian, but he doesn't want to listen to that right now. And I'm sure Fabio doesn't want to listen to that right now. So Zobeda says I should work for 3 months to get a lobster. It's super expensive. If you buy the lobsters and cook them yourself, like it's not too bad. It's about $5 a pound. It usually takes 2 lobsters to fill someone up. But if you have it prepared for you, because it's a lot of work. If you've ever seen someone take apart a lobster, it's expensive. And if you want just the meat, it's $30, $40 a pound, $30, $40 a pound, just for the meat. All right, Eugene the Machine. Brent. Oh, whoa. Okay, so this is getting a little political, and I barely know. Okay. Eugene is asking about the cages. Okay. This may take a lot. This may take a long time. Okay. Eugene from Ukraine says, Mr. Brent, I have a question. Which cages did Mr. Trump mean by saying, who built the cages, Joe? Okay. I don't know exactly, but I'm going to guess. At some point during Trump's presidency, he got a lot of grief. A lot of people got mad at him. It wasn't just him. But when people cross the border into the United States, there are cages, like almost like prison cells, to keep some people in there. And I think that's what he's talking about, is that it might be from the Obama administration, and that's where Joe Biden was vice president. But I'm not even sure if President Obama built those cages. But I think it has something to do with immigration and the holding cells that some immigrants have to stay in while they have a background check. Okay? To make sure that they don't have any like arrest warrants, like they're not wanted for crimes they may have committed. Semiconductor Devices is wondering, hey, Mary made it. What's going on, Mary? And Susanna's here. Welcome. Yes, Elena says, I think I've already made like 35 purchases on italki. I believe it has to be your first purchase. Yeah, like never had a tutor before. Yeah. Elena, does it help with your English? I'm hoping it will help because I can read in Italian. You can read in English. You can listen in English all you want. But I talk to myself sometimes, but you really sometimes do need that tutor. But my Italian's not that good yet. I want it to be good. Semiconductor is wondering about some synonyms for died, like passed away. Yeah, we have those. The fancy word is euphemism. The fancy word is euphemism. And I'm not sure how to spell that. But I did a video many months ago on euphemisms. Come on, my fingers aren't on the right. A euphemism is when you come up with, there's a, like fired. Like it's a bad thing, but then you try to come up with nice words to say that bad thing. So, or something you're uncomfortable with. So we do have a lot of euphemisms for talking about death. So you used one in your question, passed away. Sometimes we'll say, he's in a better place. He's in a better place. Sometimes we'll say, they've moved on. They've moved on. Sometimes we'll say, they're no longer with us. They're no longer with us. So there are quite a few euphemisms for death. I should do another video on euphemisms. You're fired, death, going to the bathroom. There are a lot of euphemisms for those types of things. All right. Oh, Elena, thank you so much. Elena says that she may get her husband to use the link. And taking classes on italki is super helpful. Yeah, and you can get one online for like $1. There are some English teachers. They're not American English teachers, but they, I believe some that I saw were from India, but they were $1. They were tutors. For your first lesson, you can get in for $1. I think for my first lesson, I'm paying $3. It's a half an hour. Just to test it out. His name is Vito, and he lives in Roma. Got to be good, right? He's got to be good. It's not like Aroni from Milano, but it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, Mary, I'm glad you made it. Glad to see you in here again. I've been wondering, does anybody know Naima? She hasn't been around for a while. Remember, she was in on some of the early live streams. She's not here anymore. She's from Algeria, I believe. Hope she's doing well. If anybody knows her, say, Brent misses you. Yeah, exactly, Jamie. Yeah, the rose. She would always give the roses out. I don't know if he's Southern, Aroni. I'll find out. But Amina is here. Amina is here. Welcome. Oh, Shea has a good question. I think I mentioned you, Shea, in a recent video. Yeah, in the video that's coming out tomorrow, National Black Cat Day, I mentioned quite a few people if you answered that question about superstitions. I know Luke had an awesome quote. Who else was in there? Nori, I don't think she's here right now, but Shea, I think I used one of your quotes. What's the difference between help and to help out? So when you use help out, you're the person that's giving somebody else help. Because I'm going to help out my mom this weekend moving some furniture. So, but when you say, I need help, help out is always, well, it's not always. Sometimes there is no difference. It just depends on how you want to say it. I need some help this weekend. Okay. I need some help this weekend. Would you mind helping me out this weekend? It's just a little bit difference in the way you use it. I helped out my mom this weekend. I gave my mom some help. So I don't know. When you use the verb give, maybe you use just help. I don't know. But they both mean about the same thing. They both mean about the same thing. Oh, Amina. Amina loves cats. In the video that I make, I do admit I'm not a cat person. And I talk about an experience I had when I was younger with a cat. And I know Zobeda, I use Zobeda's quote too. Zobeda and I are on the same page. On the same page. Meaning we think alike. Zobeda and I are on the same page because cats scare us a little bit. I'm a scaredy cat. I talk about that in the video too. I'm a scaredy cat. When it comes to cats, I got scratched one time. And so did my daughter actually one time too. So you never know with the cats. They can be nice one time and then they just scratch you. At least dogs let you know first. And as Jamie said, I'm not a dog person much either. Not a dog person much either. Eric is here. Hello. How are you? Oh, Ali. Welcome. You were here early too. Welcome. Can I do a book club? Like once a week, read a chapter? I had thought about doing that. One of my early videos, I did read Snow White. It was early in the channel. Nobody watched it. But it is an interesting idea with the book club. I think that can be really helpful. I just don't know if I have the time. Crazy busy. And I've been speaking with some of you, some members. I can plug becoming a member. We do have a Discord channel, Discord server. And I've gotten to know Sita. She's not here right now. A lot better. Elena is in there. Amina. I knew Amina from some of the Zooms, but it's interesting to get to know people better. And I know that a lot of us are really busy right now. It is kind of crazy. But if you would like to become a member, there are monthly Zooms. You get some videos early. There is a Discord server. We chat there sometime. We chat there daily, actually. Some of us chat there daily. Elena, it's been good to get to know you. Mayor, what is going on? Oh, geez. Mayor is wondering about, and thank you for becoming a member, Mayor. Following up on my last video, what do you think the reason for school shooters in the U.S.? Man, if I know, or if I knew, man, we could try to fix it. I mean, it's hard not to say that, you know, it's really easy to get a gun in the U.S. Pretty easy. Easier than a lot of other countries. So that could be a problem. But then, you know, and this is just my opinion, but maybe mental health. Like there isn't, I don't think we have enough resources towards helping people with their mental health. So I don't know. I really don't know. I wish I knew. Ibrahim is wondering, how was my Italian session? Curious to know. I'm doing it at 4 o'clock. So I'm doing it in about 45 minutes. So I'll stay here for another half hour and then get ready, get nervous for my, it's only a half hour though. Adriana is here. Adriana, welcome. Adriana and I, well, I went on Instagram and just did a live, right? Might want to check out my Instagram too. Some mini lessons there. And I did a live stream. I never do. But then Adriana joined me for about, 20 minutes or so? So that was fun. I'd like to do another one sometime. It's fun. And Adriana and I know each other pretty well through the Zooms. So we've spoken to each other. Like Rod and I could do one pretty easily. We've spoken a lot. Aroni, of course. It's just, you know, if we know how to speak to each other, you know, we know each other a little bit. It's not so awkward that first time in front of people watching. But, so that was kind of fun. Oh, Zobeda. Can you? I think I do know what you're talking about. So a while ago, Zobeda, was it earlier this week? Zobeda asked a question about a Dr. Seuss novel, and I didn't know what it was. And then I thought about it, and I did know. Check the Footsie. Can you say it wasn't that though that you said, was it? What was it? I have some questions about Dr. Seuss. I do. It. I don't remember what you asked, but oh, Ali. So it's not free to become a member. If you click on that, it is $1 a month if you want to become a member. $2 get you into the Zooms that we do once a month, or Rod is a gold member. So, right? Yeah, bronze, silver, and gold. Rod's a gold member. Rod has a YouTube channel. And if you want to go check out, he's going to do some English lessons soon. Right, Rod? He's going to be also teaching English on YouTube. Diego, welcome. Thank you also for becoming a member. Oh, Hirsch, welcome. Hey, welcome. First time, welcome. I'm about to have my first lesson with a Italian tutor. Getting nervous. Okay, Zobeda. Out there, things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsie as you. Okay, maybe I don't know what footsie means with Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss will often make up English words. So footsie might be completely made up. However, and I don't think he's talking about this, but playing footsie is a way some people flirt. Okay, it's called playing footsie. Playing footsie. Playing footsie. So let's say you're at a dinner table and there's a person across the table that you like. You may take your foot and try to touch their foot, and that's called playing footsie. And it's a way of flirting. I don't think Dr. Seuss is talking about that, but maybe. Okay, and Jamie says it might mean athletic, being good on your feet, not clumsy. But that doesn't mean that that's a common way. Like Jamie is just thinking maybe that's what he's meaning, but yeah, Jamie and we don't flirt like that with each other. I think she just said. Some people though are into feet, right? What do we call that in English? Foot fetish. Foot fetish. Yeah. If somebody really likes a fetish, is usually a very strange liking for something. So, okay. So Jamie's saying he said brainy and footsie together. So yeah, a lot of times what Dr. Seuss does is he will just invent words. So don't think that it's common English. He's meant to, it's almost like sing-song, we call it, sing-song. For little kids learning the language in English, there's a little bit of a sing-song quality to his writing. Like poetry with beats, but they're extreme. They're really, outlandish. All right. Vadim, welcome. A very basic question. Good. Maybe I can get this one right. All right, Vadim, welcome. Hello, Brent. I have a very basic question. What's the difference between I have a car or something else? I've got a car. I always wonder which I should use. Okay. So I have a car is more proper. In the United States, we're not very proper. So you will hear, "Oh, I've got a car. You want to ride? I've got a car." So it's a less formal way of saying you have something. I got. When I was younger, and definitely when my parents were younger, got was not a great word to use. Older people might say, "Oh, don't say got." But now in the United States, you will most likely hear got instead of have. So if somebody is feeling bad and they have a cold, like stuffy head, hopefully not corona, they have a cold, instead of them saying, oh, I have a cold, you will definitely hear them, oh, I got a cold, man. I don't feel well. I got a cold. So we say I got a lot more. And you might hear gotta. Man, I gotta go. We do that in English all the time. I got to go. I have to go. I gotta go. Gotta go. You might want to practice that. I gotta go. If you're trying to sound native. Remember, I say don't worry about sounding native. Keep your great accent. Just when people say I gotta go, you'll be able to understand it. I gotta go. I don't have to go right now. I gotta go in about 20 minutes. Gotta go. Gotta go. Okay. And you want, hey, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for becoming a member. How do you use this phrase? And I see some members in here that aren't on the Discord server. So head over there so we can chat. Lots of good people over there. Oh, Aroni, a real quick question. Did I watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? I did. I loved Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Amazing man. One of the best people to ever have lived, right? Just seems like the most perfect person ever. I think it's genuine. I watched that movie, Won't You Be My Neighbor? It's called that in English. Won't You Be My Neighbor? About the real guy. I watched it when nobody was home because I bawled. Like I was crying. Like it's such a good movie. Such a good movie. I can write that. Right, Zobeda says, we don't want to sound like a textbook. That's perfect, yes. Won't you be my neighbor? And it comes from the song of the show. Won't you be my neighbor? Yep, okay, that's the one. There was one that came out with Tom Hanks. So that was a fictional movie. A fancy way to say fake. And then there was the documentary that really had the Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers. Yeah. Okay, you saw Won't You Be My Neighbor. Ah, love that movie. Love that movie. All right, back to Anuat's question. Thank you for the question. How do you use this phrase? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I'm not sure how you would use it, but well, when could we say that? If you know, you know. You might say it when something's not that important, I guess. I mean, so with my students, especially in social studies class, when we talk about government, there are certain things that I need to teach. Like they need to know what the electoral college is. They need to know how a president is elected. But sometimes we might talk about something they might learn next year or the year after. So I might say to them, if you know it, good, but don't worry about it. You'll learn it next year. So it sounds to me like if you know, it just sounds like it might not be important. Like you don't have to memorize it. And you know what? That could be wrong though. If you know, you know. It seems like it's not a big deal though. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It's okay. It's I. It's I. It's all right. It's I. It's I. Oh, Luciano, how are you? Can you explain the difference between it looks like and it seems like? Well, sometimes it's the exact same thing. Sometimes it's the exact same thing. And I see Amina asking about the weather, asking Jamie. She's not asking me. I think she likes Jamie better, right, Amina? Jamie is definitely better than I am. I think most people would agree. Jamie's better than me. But, man, Looks like rain. We might say that. Looks like rain. Or I could say, it seems like it's going to rain. Seems like it's going to rain. Looks like, man, he looks like a nice guy. He seems like a nice guy. So it can be used the same thing. Same exact thing. Uh-oh. I got a notification on my phone saying my lesson starts in 30 minutes. Shaken. Oh, Ibrahim is very nice. He says that you're both great. But Jamie's better. Jamie's better than I am. Yeah, Luciano, I hope that helped. Are you Italian? Sometimes the names that I think are Italian are actually Brazilian. So, Luciano, it definitely could be an Italian name, but William. Looks like he can understand Italian. Bravissimo. And you see what Jamie says there about the weather? She says cold and damp. When we use that term damp, and Amina lives in Canada, so she might know this feeling. It's just like, it's wet, damp. It's just a little wet. So it feels even colder if it's damp, because you might get a little wetness on your skin, and that just chills you to the bone. If you're looking for a way to say you're really cold in English, man, that chills me to the bone. I am chilled to the bone. That's really cold. That's really cold. All right, and again, if I miss your question, I'm sorry. I didn't skip it. I just didn't see it. Lots happening in the chat. Oh, Luciano. So, Brazil. I'm saying your name wrong. I'm sorry. But welcome. Bom dia. Obrigado. No, Rod. Obrigado. It's the ending is a little different. Obrigado. That I will get it. I think after Italian, I got to learn Portuguese, right? There's a lot of Brazilian people watching, and because I know from which countries people watch the channel, and the United States is number 1. I think Brazil's number 2, and Russia. Maybe I should learn Russian next too. Un po, Mayor says. Diego says, boa tarde, right? Boa tarde? Something like that. Ali is wondering, what does it mean, lockstep? Lockstep. That's a good one to know. Mina says it's getting chilly in Canada. We got to brace for winter. Winter is coming. If you are in lockstep with someone, that means you are, I've already used it, on the same page, right? Like you are thinking like that person. Lockstep. So oftentimes with your coworkers, you want to be in lockstep with them. You want to be in lockstep, meaning you're thinking the same way, you're working towards the same goal. 2 or more people thinking the same way, that's lockstep. Wilson, welcome. Wilson from Hello Talk. I met Wilson on Hello Talk. Broken or wrecked? Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Maybe wrecked is a little worse. Maybe. And we also use wreck as a noun sometimes. So if there's an accident with cars on the road, sometimes we just say, oh, there's an accident. Or Jamie has definitely called me and said, oh, there's a wreck on the turnpike, on the highway. I'm going to be late coming home. Oh, Mayor, I didn't know you were from Israel. You might be the only person from Israel watching the channel. Thank you. And thanks for becoming a member. One thing that surprised me about my data or analytics about who's watching the channel, South Korea is like 4th now. So I didn't think there was anyone from South Korea watching the channel, but 4th. So welcome from South Korea. Okay. Semiconductor from Libya. No, there are a couple. Hussein sometimes watches the channel from Libya. If anybody wants to, put what country you're from, and maybe you can find someone that's from the same country. I would guess lots of Brazilians. Because of the time, probably lots of Brazilians. So, and I don't know if Aniko is still here, but she was saying it's 8 p.m. in Hungary right now. So, getting a little late. Yeah. Somebody my age. No, somebody like me. I go to bed at about 9 o'clock. So, I understand if you're feeling a little tired. Aroni, he stays up all night. Moscow is in the house. Хорошо. I don't know a lot of Russian, but welcome from Russia. I would love to visit Moscow one day. St. Petersburg. Would love to. Oh, Nori. Hungary is well represented. Eduardo. Uzbekistan. Welcome. Uzbekistan. That's awesome. Uzbekistan. But I'm trying to think of the capital of Uzbekistan. I'm getting it mixed up with Almaty and it's not that late, is it? Why can I not say that word? Oh yes, Iraq is well represented. Oh, Adriana is wondering the exact pronunciation of the word data. 2 ways. My daughter and I were just talking about this. Data. Both are correct. We use it all the time. Uzbekistan. Oh, man. Hirsch is wondering which state I live in. I live in Maine. It's in the Northeast. Not far from Canada. But Amina lives in Canada, and we still live a long ways away from each other. Canada is a big country. Mahdi, welcome. Saudi Arabia is in the house. All right, I was in the middle of a question, and I. All right, Mary, what? I feel like you're talking to me? Oh, I missed Mary's question. There are a lot of questions. I'm sorry. Ibrahim was wondering. Yeah, I talked about this earlier. It is a good question. Aroni is not happy. And he's wondering, why did I book a session with a tutor when I have Aroni? My Italian is so bad that it would be very boring for Aroni to... Okay, something about... Why do I want to say Kazakhstan? It's not. Almaty, and I cannot... Oh, okay, I need to move past that. Yeah, my Italian's bad, so I'm paying someone to listen to my bad Italian, and hopefully it won't be bad anymore. But it would just be like, just say it, guy. Just say it. It's going to take me a long time. But I'm going to try to work on my speaking. Aroni says, I hate him. Oh, no, I wouldn't say hate. Hate's a strong word. Dislike. Dislike is better. Okay? Dislike. Hates. American parents will often say that to their children when they, oh, I hate math. Like, oh, hate's a strong word. Maybe you dislike math. Yeah, so that answered, I hope, Ibrahim's. And I know there was another question. Ditto. Anuat is wondering, can I use the word ditto instead of me too? Yeah, you can. Ditto. Just means like the same. Some people will also just say same. I like ice cream. Same. I like ice cream. Same. Nori will use this too, like hundo. If you agree, like 100%, hundo. Hundo. I like saying that too. All right, Nori. Can you say a sentence using the phrase let alone? Is this correct? Ooh, I don't know if that would be correct. Let alone. Okay, so when we use let alone, Sita's here. Man, Sita lives in a beautiful place. You think I live in a beautiful place. She lives in Brazil, and you can see Christ the Redeemer from where she works, I think. Was it where you work, Sita? Or was that your house? She put a picture on the Discord server. I would love to visit Christ the Redeemer in Brazil. Looks like a great... Oh, man. So much is going on in the chat. I'm sorry. Ibrahim is being asked by Zobeda, do you dislike schools? And Ibrahim and I are friends on Facebook and Twitter, and I see what he has been saying, and I agree. He's been, oh man, that's for another video, Ibrahim. But yeah, man, just schools in America. That's a whole nother lesson, right? We gotta. Oh man, Ibrahim, if I'm learning Arabic, he will listen all day long. Yeah, Ibrahim has been with the channel for a long time. Thank you for your support. Diego is one. I know there was a question I was in the middle of answering and I totally forgot. I'm sorry. Diego is asking a political question. You know, I don't answer political questions just because I have no idea, man. But how about this? Man, that last political debate, I almost think Trump won. Surprisingly, I was pretty shocked. But I also thought Joe Biden did way better than I thought he would. A lot of times when Joe Biden is speaking, and now he has a stutter, and I mentioned stutter in the video that's coming out, I think tomorrow. It's when somebody can't find their words. And I'm sure I will be doing a lot of stuttering in Italian. But Joe Biden has a stutter. And sometimes his words don't come out as they should. So I can't really say who won. But both candidates did better than I thought they would. We saw that first debate. It was a train wreck. When something is, or, you know, we talked about wrecked. That was a train wreck. And when both guys were able to speak, like, you know, I don't know if either one of them said anything great, but at least they were, it was Nori. I was answering your question, let alone. Thank you, Nori, let alone. Yeah, so I don't know who won that debate. How about this? I think the American people lost. How about, that's all I know. It's because we have these two people that we have to vote for, at least one of them. I'm not happy with either one. All right, but that's all I'll say with, yes, Zobeda said the moderator was very good. I agree she was. She was very good. Very good. All right, so let alone, trying to come up with a good sentence, let alone, that sentence you had as an example, I'm not sure if that was, okay. My weekend was not... So the way that is said, Nori, my weekend was not relaxing, let alone productive. I'm not sure if that's quite perfect. Because oftentimes when you say let alone, and I cannot come up, it could be because I'm nervous about my tutor. I can't come up with a great sentence. Is Jamie still here? Let alone, I mean, it might work. Man, you stumped me, Nori. You stumped me. Okay. Okay, this is what I'm thinking of. And then we'll try to discuss it. And then I need to go get ready for my tutor. All right, let's say there is someone who is very irresponsible. Like you don't trust them at all. Okay. And they say, hey, let me watch your children for the weekend. Let me watch your children for the weekend. You might say to that person, I wouldn't let you watch my dog, let alone my children. Okay? If you like, so usually the let alone is the bigger of the two things. And you're often comparing two things where the let alone is the bigger thing. Let's say somebody wants to, like, let's go out to dinner at a fancy restaurant, okay? So, and maybe you don't have a lot of money. You might say, I can't afford McDonald's, let alone this fancy restaurant, okay? I hope that helps. I hope that helps. So it's like the let alone is the bigger of the two things you're comparing. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. All right. Yeah, I can't be late. Americans have to be punctual, but then I just need to like collect my thoughts for a couple minutes. Make sure my technology is working. Okay. Madi is wondering, how long have I been studying Italian? It's about 17 months, I think. I started in the middle of April 2019. So is that 17, 18 months? It's a little over a year and a half. So, oh, thank you. Semi likes the chair. Yeah, it's a good office chair. I work down here Wednesday mornings because we don't go to school on Wednesday. I teach from my house on Wednesday. So, all right, Nori, I hope those examples helped. If not, we can get in the Discord server later on tonight. Okay? Yeah, that would be great. The Discord server, if there are some members here, I do want to check out the voice. The voice. There's a voice room we can go into and just talk. I don't know. But it might be late for people living in Europe and Saudi. But the Brazilians and the Canadians and we can talk tonight. I'm sorry it's so late in Saudi Arabia and Russia and Poland. Yes, Adriana knows. Daniel and Adriana are the ones that, like, you should set up Discord. Like, okay. 3 months later, I do. Let's see. I don't even know how to use Facebook, let alone Discord. So there's another example, Nori. All right. Make America great again. Make America great again. All right, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I hope that, Rod, you and I both, we both need classes to figure out Discord. Like what? Adriana will teach us. All right, thank you guys so much. Oh, Asma's here. Asma, welcome. Welcome. I didn't see you in there earlier. Thank you, everyone, so much. I'm going to try to do this again Saturday morning, like New York time. Hopefully I'll see you. Ciao a tutti. Ciao a tutti. All right. Adios, amigos. Thank you guys for all the luck, too. I need it. Yeah. I know how to say good luck in Italian, in bocca al lupo. And then to say thanks or whatever, it's like crepi. Crepi. Right? Right? Arroni. All right. Gotta go. Thank you guys. Love doing this. Can't wait till Saturday.